One thing that I like to do is keep the stuff that we use weekly. Everything after that, I'll start to question how much we use it and do we necessarily need it. Hi, it's Gladys. I'm going to give you my minimalist kitchen tour. Those of you who don't know what minimalist is, it's just really removing all the distraction and the noise out of your life, and it allows room to spend the time on the things that you love. So I'm going to start with the kitchen countertops. This is like the 101 of a minimalist kitchen, is removing all the clutter on your countertops and keeping it as bare as possible. We originally had a huge toaster oven sitting on our countertop, and I got rid of that, and it allowed so much room on our counters. We now have just a panini maker. This in our oven does everything. We have one set of knives. This is actually probably way more than we need, but it was a gift and they're awesome and we use them, so we keep them. However, realistically, we probably only need about 2 good sets of knives. Coming along over here, we keep our counter completely bare. The only thing that I typically might have here is a dish towel. I wash the dishes and I put them on the countertop. And other than that, this is how it looks from day to day. One thing that I do like to do is when I wash the dishes, I let them just dry for about 5 minutes, and then I actually, manually dry them and put them away. So our counter looks like this realistically most of the time. Over here, I just keep one sponge or dish soap and a bottle cleaner for Olivia's bottles. Our top cabinets, this is where we keep all our non-perishable food. This empties out weekly and we fill it up weekly. We go grocery shopping once a week, and this is typically what it looks like. And our dry foods such as rice, oats, sometimes pasta, we'll get twice a month and sometimes once a month. So we keep this at a minimal. And our spices, we don't really overdo it. I one time tried to just go with salt and pepper, and that works just as fine. So everything else is just pure extra. And one other thing I like to mention is we like instant coffee. This was, kind of something that helped us too with removing all the clutter on our countertops, because we no longer have a huge coffee maker on our countertops. It tastes just as good. There's no health difference as far as regular drip coffee and instant coffee. You might get mixed reviews on that, but it's really just the same. Coming along over here, we'll keep our fruit out here. At the top, we have one decorative item that we got during our travels. It means something, it's not random. On the side, we have 2 water pitchers, and I use those for sometimes water. Other times I'll use them as vases for plants, so I use them for multi-purposes, but they're also decorative and they look pretty. Over here, we keep our plates, bowls, our storage containers, and some plastic ones. As you can see, a rice cooker and a NutriBullet. The NutriBullet was a huge space saver. Also, instead of having a huge blender, again, sitting on the countertop, we have a NutriBullet and it works just as well. Our plates, we have 4 plates. One just broke, so you can see there's 3. But 4 plates and 3 bowls, and we had probably a 4th that also broke. So we keep that down to a minimum, and it's exactly what we use, and it allows us a little bit of room for some guests. Over here, we'll keep our glasses, mugs, Olivia's little section here, some mixing bowls, a strainer, a measuring cup, a juicer, and a lunch bag. Now, quickly to go over that, we keep 4 glasses, and then we have about 4 mason jars. The mason jars are also multi-purpose. I use them to do overnight oats. I also use them all around the house, either for flowers, and they're just so versatile to have in your house as a mason jar, and you can also use it as a glass. We have 4 cups. They all mean something again. They're not random. We got them during our travels, so that's kind of nice as well. And the mixing bowls, we also use them to sometimes eat and make different kind of, salads and stuff in there. The juicer, that's kind of a large item and it's huge. I'm toying with the thought of getting rid of it. but it is something that we use from time to time, but it does take up an awful lot of space. We had a kitchen that was double the size, and we cut it down to half the size to allow us a more open living floor plan, and we have not missed that extra space at all. So we have these 3 main drawers that we use. This is all our silverware. I won't bore you with going over it too much, but one thing that I like to do is keep the stuff that we use weekly. Everything after that, I'll start to question how much we use it and do we necessarily need it. A couple items in here that I could probably get rid of is an ice cream scooper. We don't eat enough ice cream to actually need a scooper for it. I could very well use something like this that we use weekly as a serving spoon. Another item we could maybe get rid of is this nutcracker. We don't ever really use this, but other than that, everything that's in here we use literally weekly. The second drawer is the same thing. We have a couple Pyrex cooking dishes. We use all of them, and the NutriBullet blades are pot holders. So everything in here again we use weekly. I used to have 3 cutting boards, and I got it down to 1. I actually had an error in throwing away stuff. I had one that was half the size of this that my husband actually really liked. I got rid of it, and my point is that if you make an error getting rid of something, it's okay, you can repurchase it. It would be about a $7 cutting board that I could repurchase. So yeah, and then down here we have our pots and pans. We use all of these. I could maybe get it down to having 1 pan, but again, we use them all. They fit well and they're not crowding our kitchen. And then down here under the stove, I have 2 cookie sheets and we use those. Under our kitchen sink, we keep our trash can, protein, and this is the only place it fits, so that's why I keep it down here. I also keep some of our cleaning supplies, the paper towel, some trash bags, some extra dish soap, dishwasher soap, and some stainless steel appliance cleaner. This section is not a convenient section to put anything. I put our house cleaning supplies up there to keep them out of reach from our daughter, and a toolbox. So this is our fridge. I'm not going to get too much into detail about the food, but as you can see, we cook at home most of the time. All of the time we cook at home, and everything that I keep in our fridge is literally used weekly. By the end of the week, this is completely bare aside from some condiments. And I like to keep everything in here so I can see it, so nothing goes to waste. So everything is really envisioned and organized, and that allows me to know what I'm working with, and we have no food waste in our house, ever. Our freezer, again, it's the same thing. I keep everything envisioned, and by the end of the week, there's typically nothing left in here. We do buy frozen fruit, so sometimes that lasts 2 to 3 weeks. And then in these, I prep my smoothies, and I'll just have 1 smoothie already prepped. So this isn't really stored, that's just for the next 4 days. I hope you liked our minimalist kitchen tour, and I just want to let you know that this takes time. It's a continuous editing of what you find useful in your life in that season. But I absolutely love it. I love our kitchen. I don't feel overwhelmed by it. I come in here, I cook, I clean. It's an easy process. And if you like the video, go ahead and click on a thumbs up, and also click on the subscribe button. We're gonna have more videos talking about minimalism and just simplifying your life. And for those of you who think that minimalism might be just wearing a backpack, it's not. It's really, truly so helpful with allowing me and us as a family to spend the time on the things that we love. So I'll see you next time.